Okay, we're here at the Healing Tree, and Ivan Anderson. And Ivan, I'm going to ask you to tell us some of the things you do here.
Well, what we do here is I do shiatsu. I'm a shiatsu therapist. And as a shiatsu therapist, I balance energy in the body and I also balance the structure. So a little different than a chiropractor where I don't use fast, high velocity techniques. And similar to acupuncturist balancing energy, I don't use needles. I use my hands, generally my thumbs, my palms, knees, elbows, and sometimes feet.
Ivan's going to show us a little demonstration of how he does his work here. Go ahead, Ivan.
So the first thing I do is to place my hand in the small of her back, and I'm just getting a general sense of how is she feeling as she's laying there. And what that does is help me connect with her to begin to feel her pain and her sensations and her feelings. And then what we'll do is some compression that will begin to help the whole body relax. Take a deep breath in for me. And And although I'm pressing on her shoulders, I'm releasing tension all the way from her shoulders down to her feet. Deep breath. And And we had a few points in the back that have a little crack, just letting a little tension off. Breath in. And So now I'm going to treat what we call the bladder meridian. And this will help the nervous system begin to relax and allow for the relaxation response and for healing to proceed. And most of these points along the spine represent an organ, and it helps to directly impact the health or the energy of that organ. And so there are two lines of pressure. We call them two bilateral lines. So on each side of the spine, I first go out 2 fingers widths, and then I go out 4 fingers now. And these points out here indicate emotional imbalance. So where they're tender points, I begin to understand what's happening emotionally with the client. It's just to kind of move a little faster for demonstration purposes. You saw some of the pressure. Now here's some of the rocking techniques. And then we can actually do some spinal rocking. That just helps to wake the spine up a little bit. And if she were to receive regular shiatsu, I could really get in there deeply and impact the spine tremendously. Now for one of the stretching techniques, deep breath in for me, and Now I'm going to loosen the clavicle up, the scapula actually. This is sort of a stretching technique as well. Deep breath in for me. And let it go, relax. There you go. Deep breath in. And Now I'm just going to do a little traction on her neck. And then I'm just going to switch over to the feet, so she's going to feel good on one side of the body because I'm going to cheat and just go to her feet so you can see the sensitivity of shiatsu treatment and some of the techniques that are involved. And one thing to notice is that her breathing will change. If you are very sensitive, you can even begin to see where the legs move, the fingers move, just from the techniques that are being used, and you can really know that energy is beginning to flow better throughout the body. Okay, now just for a little fun, I'm going to use another technique here. And you have to be careful because you have to notice the flexibility of your client so you don't injure them. So I'm a 210-pound man walking. How's it feel, Mama? Little tender there?
Little tender.
Little tender. How about now?
Little tender.
Still tender, all right. So if you're tender, you can come in and you can walk this way. This is better?
No.
Still tender. So we know that the ankles are tender. The ankles indicate that something's happening with the kidneys. And so just to give you a visual, the ankles are tender, so then the kidney energy runs up the legs this direction, then to the outside. So I would suspect that, is that a little tender there?
Yes.
A little tender. How about here?
Not too bad.
Okay, so we're going to go up the kidney energy. How's these points feel?
Little tender.
Little tender. So when the energy's out of balance, then we know that there should be some tenderness here. How's this feel?
It's okay, but moderate.
Okay. Alright, so that's just some very basic techniques that we do, and hope you'll be interested in stopping by the Healing Tree Wellness Center, 132 Christiansburg Pike, 745-3030, area code 540. And David, I really appreciate you stopping by and just giving us a plug for the day.
Well, we're delighted to come by. We appreciate your patience. Is this your mom?
This is my mother-in-law.
Your mother-in-law. Well, we're delighted to have her give us a demonstration here. Thank you so much.